제가 네 구해자와디 나랑시 주투파진 별로도 구해자와 샤기.
So because in my understanding, the person you could say that my understanding, according to my philosophy, conception of self as inherent existence is the root of the samsara. Conception of self as inherent existence is the root of the samsara.
나랑시 주투비 똥바디 똥니 샤기.
Also empty of self as inherent existence. Being empty of self as inherent existence is emptiness, in my understanding. Being empty of self as inherent existence is these are two opposites. Okay, conception of self as truly existent is negation. Okay, it's the root of the samsara. Is the object of abandonment or eliminated, and also empty of self. Being empty of self as truly existent is the one that needs to be understood. That we have to understand. By understanding this, and then you can attain liberate yourself from samsara.
According to Prasangika.
This is Prasangika school we are talking about.
텐데베 가 랑시 주투파진 별로도 니드비 있어요. 해스코. 단조 니드베스티. 시디 말레스티.
Also they said that according to Prasangika school said that this is conception of self as truly existence, inherent existence. Conception of self as inherent existence is to be considered afflictive emotions. Afflictive emotions. This is not obstruction to omniscience. This is afflictive emotions. This is not the highest subtle affliction.
This
is not obstruction to omniscience. This is only the afflictive emotion that needs to be eliminated in order to achieve liberation from samsara. This is the point.
제가 다준비 데부터발라 딱 돈이 또 오고도 텐데게 시에면 또 돈이 또 오고도 제가 돈이 마도는 다준비 데부터가 싸워지는 거 말이에요. 단조.
So Prasangika school they said that in order to achieve arahat
돈이 마도는 유무코로 빠야죠.
become arahat or achieve arahatship, you have to understand the emptiness and emptiness of self and emptiness of self as inherent existence.
대마도는 돈이 가서 지르서 다 들에서 땅에 시립도 가가샤기. 시립 지나서 사람들 말해 시립.
I also defined the obstruction to omniscience differently. The Prasangika school is saying.
근데 다 시립 생에도 가르쳐야지. 시립 생에도 텐데베 덴진도 가서 덴진지. 랑은 두바진 별로도 와. 랑은 두바진 별로, 랑시 두바진 별로. 랑시 두바진 별로 디 샤베 바자데 시립 샤그래 모두 로드 코나 시립 샤그 말했어. 로 코나 니립 제스.
Then according to the Prasangika school, what is obstruction to omniscience? In my understanding, he said that obstruction to omniscience is the imprint or predisposition left by the afflictive emotions. Okay, afflictive emotions is imprint or predisposition. Latency. They can also they use these three terms. I see the latency or predisposition or imprint of that misconception of self as inherent existence.
대시에 바자데 시립샤네 아니 샤제로 덴제 코는 이리비도 와. 나도 고바도 지리도 와. 다 고베 틈마도 지도 와. 되게 대시에 바자.
It's like a the what do you call ginger garlic.
Yeah.
Garlic you put where you ground the garlic, what do you call it? Bowl?
Yeah, bowl.
You ground the garlic in the bowl, right?
Yeah.
The garlic is like afflictive emotions. Once you ground the garlic in the bowl, you take off the afflictive emotions. You take off the garlic completely, but you still can smell you can smell the garlic smell. You can still sense the garlic smell. That's they call imprint of that misconception. Imprint or predisposition. I see some they use latency.
Yeah, latency.
So that's why. That's the most subtle. It's still there is impact of that imprint, that smell, and that's what they call obstruction to omniscience. That's also defilement.
대대에서 오마 탄주로라 시드 인의 시아바춘 샤주요 말했어. 시드 인의 시아바춘 샤주.
So according to the shidu sheba tsigo ma.
더 시립 수준이 셰바 줄 샤고 더 시립이는 셰바 많이 비켜고
Okay. According to the person giga school, obstruction to omniscience is not, is conjoined with, or is not consciousness at all. It's not consciousness. It's just an imprint of consciousness. It's not considered as consciousness. It's just an imprint.
It's an imprint on the
Of,
consciousness.
no, imprint of consciousness.
Oh.
Imprint left by consciousness, maybe I should say.
Oh,
Imprint left by consciousness, not the.
Not the
it's
actual
not consciousness at all.
It itself cannot be considered consciousness. It is something that is left by consciousness. Doesn't make sense?
시립 영역에 방가데 셰바 영역에 방자 강의보다는 이립 샤 그래서
And all the object of abandonment that are consciousness are to be considered afflictive emotions. Make sense? Object of
All impressions.
object of abandonment, the objects of
Object of
abandonment that are consciousness are to be considered the afflictive emotions.
Yes.
And, so in other words, there is no consciousness, afflictive emotion that can be considered obstruction to omniscience.
Okay.
If afflictive emotion has to be consciousness. It must be consciousness.
Okay.
But when they say the obstruction of omniscience, this is not the
I
consciousness.
see,
It's
it's more
something that is
subtle.
left by
I
consciousness.
see.
다들 브레이크 지셔야잖아.
Let's take a break. Take a long break.
That's interesting.
Would anyone like some more?
Tea?
코비다
Some tea?
He wants your thoughts.
Sure.
맞아. 방자 때는 시립 문제 제단로가 아니 가는 이립 문제 제단로 하려고 왔어.
So we have 4 different tenets, and 4 different tenets have 4 different philosophical view, and they talk about 4 different objects of abandonment
따와면 따와샤.
on the path.
되는 코나면
Before
따와려
that,
거.
they talk about 4 different. In other words, they talk about 4 different root of the cycle existence.
코와
As well as,
방나면 따와려 거도.
They talk about different method to eliminate samsara. They talk about
산제 고방 도담면 따와려
they
거도.
talk about 4 different ways of defining obstruction of omniscience. Also, they talk about different method to attain state of enlightenment.
So I assume there must be a really good reason.
half hour every day
Every day thinking about
understand
it.
sing listen
And also, it
and
requires
understand
a lot of
any
thinking,
little
you don't get to understand.
And thank you for
Yeah.
You
being
just
patient
hear
with us, because this
You hear it and then you understand and you forget to, you get thinking, and otherwise you don't get stick here.
Yeah.
You don't think
Off
it's
it,
hard.
off. This
I
is
have difficulty
on
understanding.
no off it.
Do we, is he saying turn it on or turn
Off.
it off?
That was the kind of thing, and inherent and truism,
And then self-sufficient, the lowest.
항상 안개 뜨고, 내가 안개 뜨고 말라고, 안개 뜨고 좀 말라고. 대시가 나한테 네 다다, 나한테 그렇게 얘기했어요.
근데 담서 공마다 배제 된다 담서 담서 좀 무료 체험에 왔지더니
나 하고 말했어.
다다 무료 체험 말하는데 랑시 유튜버 써야 되더라. 딱는 째는 예와야 되지. 베나타 오마 탄주와 그잖아. 랑시 좀 모르라고 요. 최탐제 랑시 좀 두요 말이지. 다 오마랑 주 배면서 그 최탐제 랑시 두도 오스 거. 아래 당고.
Of course, these are not easy. These are difficult to understand. You cannot understand this because we haven't taught about that. We haven't taught the meaning.
나도 라이브 말어. 지시.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
말안 지바드랑 시 모두 봐서 이게 상관 없이.
오마랑 주 배면서 이 탐제 랑시 두가 킬링 거래. 탄주가 랑시 뭐 루스.
So among the 4 school, Prasangika school is the only school that talks about empty of inherent existence.
Okay.
Right. The rest, starting from the Vibhashaka to autonomous middle way school, they talk about inherent existence.
True.
Inherent existence.
They talk about it?
Yeah, they accept the inherent existence.
Okay.
가래스는 오마 탄주의 최탐제 랑시지 모두스 라고 해 준제디 또배 따고 좀 지레스 최탐제.
The reason why the Prasangika school say that all the phenomena are empty of inherent existence, because they said that all the phenomena are all the phenomena exist only by imputational by being imputed by conceptual consciousness. All the phenomena exist only by inputed by conceptual consciousness.
Sure. Labeling.
Labeling. In
Yeah.
other words, labeling. They are
Yeah.
labeled phenomena, inputed phenomena. They exist only by being inputed
Yeah.
by conceptual consciousness.
Makes
That's
sense.
why they said that all the phenomena are empty of inherent existence.
Oh, yeah.
But that's means that
근데 랑시 주요 말이에요. 내가 따였다면 예수가 랑시 주요 말이에요.
their existence is being labeled, mere being designated. That's why they are empty of inherent existence.
Yeah.
tamasi nya khana ta tangadu dinda tanda tuzile ya marma shin adu dinda dinda ma ta te te ma ka te te drai ke jeres ga je tawe ko sama te te chi ranji chuba ta chiru tundu chuba ta tu ga te te ma ranji tu be je su chuba ta ranji tu be je su ma chuba ta tu zu ko re nam sha mo tu te te tu ta je ma choi be ke jeres
So we will jima choi is like
ta je ma ji cholo la ge men me she ta so ya ji jin la
the jail regime.
ta je ma choi ta hosting da lo si ro tene tu dira na tene ma te te she jo 메타리도 모르신 데 큐큐도 그렇지.
We will have more
시라치는
discussion.
아니 파도는.
Okay.
We will have more discussion about these things in our next coming classes. I will just explain a little bit right now.
단다 구치시에를 주도
I
샤로와.
will just give.
다 되네 안에 뒤 나시 레레네 지금 도대 소냐 시시해.
And I gave a brief picture, outline.
다 간다 오마 탄주와 같은 데 상담 라바르 상담 바이나. 명자 따요 좀 힘이 차네 랑은 두요 말이에요. 그래서.
So
걔들 랑은 주 주요나. 안 또배 따고 좀 생각 들으면.
so the things exist merely by being inputted by conceptual consciousness. That's why they are empty of inherent existence, empty of independent existence.
다 오마란 주베 매제 참마기 랑은 둑두스 미자 따요다 말해서
But the lower school from autonomous to the Vibhashika, they said that there are inherent existence. Things are inherent existence. Things are in independent existence. They are not. Their existence is not being inputted merely by conceptual consciousness.
미자 따요다 말해서 랑은 둑두스 걔들 랑은에 맞춰보세 매냐 따였다면 얘나 난 쓰는 강선 수수지래도 왔어. 강 수수지래도 왔지. 도배 강 수수지래도 왔지.
If things are not inherent existence, if their existence is not being inputted merely by conceptual consciousness, and then you can and the mind can create anything. Mind can create anything.
And then 도배 강 오마란 주베 매제 가서는 매세도 왔어. 매세는데 코라 랑은 두고도 왔어. 걔들 매 코라 랑은 두면 아니 매들 두스 바다샤는 되게 왔어.
Mind can create anything. It means what it means in the sense that it's like say the medicine. For example, the medicine is something that is inherent existence, something that independent existence out there. If that is not the case, and then it's you can just label it as a poison.
Oh yeah.
To the medicine.
Sure.
If that's not inherent existence, then it's just being if it is just its existence of the medicine is being inputted merely by conceptual consciousness, then you can label it as a poison.
매 두레스 다샤 두 매레스 랍션에 차도고 차금도 왔어.
Now when once you label the medicine as poison, and then it should become poison, but it's not the case.
그래서 도배 강 수수지래도
But
왔어.
it's not something that you can external things are not something that you can shape by conceptualizing. By being conceptual consciousness, by labeling. By labeling by conceptual consciousness.
제가 강 수수 많이 봐 예수상 파기는 요구도 파주.
So that's why it is not at the hand of your mind. It's not it's not dependent on the power of your mind. It's something. There should be something out there there
Sure.
should be something out there. It's not only the existence out external objects are not only the creation of your own mind.
다 탄주역이 또 딱좀 레스도 좀 대지 로션 카도가 남성 야 대시 단다 랑주베 대시 제도 대바르스도 가서 면 차이
When they say like that, it seems quite true, right?
Sure.
But again, when the Prasanjika school, when they say that
민자 다였던 레스 로션 카고도
all the phenomena are merely labeled, merely designated, merely being labeled by conceptual consciousness, and then it's also it's kind of difficult to understand. It's kind of difficult to accept. You come to agreement.
얘네 탄주역이 되려고 그래. 또배 따다면이나 또배 강소소 계제때 말했어.
But when Prasanjika school, when I say that things exist, merely things existed, things exist being inputted merely by conceptual consciousness, it doesn't mean that you can create anything you want through your mind.
그에 가서는 글라스 도시는 글라스 랑은 면도 우스. 걔들 글라스 랑은 예바이나 코체르 예 고고도 같이 그래.
For example, this glass.
베르자바샤나. 아데 베르자고이나.
Prasanjika is saying that, for example, this glass is not inherent existence. It's empty of inherent existence. Not inherent existence. It's empty of inherent existence.
그래서 글라스 두
Why
우스도
it is empty? We say that there is glass, right? We see the existence of glass.
Yeah.
But if you analyze, it's empty of inherent existence.
카레스 글라스 카드를 굽들이 yap들이 dü들이 나로들이 치레스 랍샤나 예매도 봤어.
But if you analyze the existence of the glass and try to pinpoint what is the glass, then you cannot find nothing.
Right.
걔들 글라스 랑은 두요는 카세제르는 예고지 그래서 보이나.
If the glass exists inherently, if it is inherent existence, then when you analyze, examine its existence, you have to be able to find it, and pinpoint and say this is the glass.
This is the glass.
제가 글라스의 민탁함증을 내는 것도 같습니다.
So that's why glass is just a labeled phenomenon. It's just labeled on the collection of this collection of the parts of this glass.
그냥 그런 성탄지 시에요.
So they have their own reason in saying or propounding that things exist merely by being inputted merely by conceptual consciousness.
진짜 다 오마 탄주가 매제 탐하게 그 또배 따던 말에 랑은을 주도 쓰주자면에 또배 따바인 생기 때문에 강소소 나와주고 도스. 너 강소소 나와 레면도 그런 식 수사 말 그런 거는 지금 도 왔어. 이 랑은 순위가 다 됐어.
So that all these four schools, they said that things are not, like I said earlier, things are not being inputted merely by conceptual consciousness, and then things are not inherent. They are because they are inherent existence. They are inherent existence, independent existence.
다 강사 라저 투베 제수 줘봤어요. 다들 라저 투베 제수 모두 받을 조다 강하게는 거 오마 탄주와다 라저 받아 참여 다 하나씩 하고.
Yes, motive.
조다 시각에 강사 라저 투베 제수 모두 받을 집어서 하고.
All the four different schools
오마보다 참여.
agrees that a person, they agree, all the four different, including Prasanjika school as well, they all agree that in saying that persons being the existence of persons being empty of person's emptiness of being sufficiently existent in the sense of being self-sufficient. They all agree that.
Okay.
다 가르쳐도 그도 나 선지 샤르도 왔어. 배나 삼으나.
But they all said that we all get the feeling.
또 소소 삼도다 나 세시.
A sense of I we all have.
나 세도로 샤르도 잡아네. 시 풍부로 뛰어봐내 같이 하고도 왔어. 나랑
When we get the feeling I as something being existed, without depending on the collection, without depending on the aggregates of the body.
배는 양도 붙이려 수부도 수마 유로지도 사로지도 오늘은 수부 사고요. 수부 사고도 이내야 수부 사고면 세면 나로 수부 사고면 나면 수부들도 로스지 풍부를 저함에 되는 게 나생지. 상황 시작도 왔어. 어디 대대를 차원의 신이지 되는 거데 같이 두 배째 두 받지 마서 그래서.
So when you are at the cliff, the mountain, the cliff,
Yeah.
and then let's say you are about to fall down
Yeah.
from the cliff, and then actually what is happening is your body is falling down, but when you are at the stage, you get the feeling that I am the one who is falling down from the
Yeah.
cliff.
Sure.
And then in the sense you
Some
get the sense
가르쳐도
that you get
공부를
you get the
못하게
notion that the I is something as I is something that exists without depending on the aggregates, without depending on the body.
Yep.
It's something separate. Your
Right.
understanding of your notion of I, the existence of I is something separate, being existed separately from the body. And that's what that kind of the notion that you develop is to be considered the conception of self as substantial existence,
Okay.
being substantial existent, self-sufficient, substantial existent person.
Yes. Yes.